Hey y'all! Why? Hey y'all, it's me, CheesyPaninie. Today I'm gonna be building with something that's not quite used to its full potential. Beds. It might seem odd to some people to use beds as anything else other than its intended purpose. But when you start to experiment with how things are used, you might find yourself discovering certain shapes and details that you can add to your build that you might not have even thought was possible. And with the addition of my new favorite block, the Echo block, the possibilities are endless. Well, not really endless, but it has increased. So first bed we're gonna build with is the bone bed. It's totally comfortable to sleep in and not gross and bumpy at all. But before we go and use that, I'm just gonna go ahead and set up the build where we'll put it in, which is a small and somewhat creepy house, which I painted with blue paint. Okay, so what I want to do with this bone bed is to use it to make a window. To do this, I place some echo blocks over here, place the bone bed and paint it white. The bone bed should be 2 blocks above where the windowsill will be. Next, I place 2 more echo blocks by the sides of the bed and place the white painted Lost Hopes of Man banners to give it that tattered and worn out look. And I'm not joking, that's actually what they're called. Then, I put some sail walls behind it and a hammered platform above. Now, there are 2 ways you can go about making the window part. You can use glass walls on it, or you can just leave it as a hole and you get this really interesting and creepy effect of the banner just waving like that. This effect works with any banner as long as there isn't a wall directly behind it. And as an accent, let's place a candle over here. Also, one really cool thing about this update is you can turn candles on and off by right-clicking it, which is one of the things I wished for. I wanted to be able to turn stuff on and off without a switch, and while it's not applicable to everything, this is definitely something I love because you can do so many things with candles, especially when they're turned off. But that's a video for another day. For the next build, I'll be using the classic bed for a mausoleum. One thing I discovered while building this was how ebon stone brick wall and dynasty wood painted gray look very similar to each other, and if you take out one block out of it, it's enough to make the floor look like a part of it while still being able to walk across it. It's a good alternative to using ebon stone bricks, which tend to be lighter than the walls. As for the bed, I place it on the floor and paint the headboard part and the walls behind it with shadow paint. You can actually still see it a little bit, but it's dark enough to not be noticeable. This is actually going to be the stone coffin, and you can put a trophy or painting or something up there for decoration. For mine, I decided to place the painting of the Cursed Man. I think this can also look pretty interesting in something like a haunted mansion or a funeral place with flowers or plants at the side. But since this is a freaky mausoleum, I'm gonna put gargoyles to guard it. Gargoyles. Now I want to put some depth to it, so I placed some pumpkin walls over here to make it look like it had some curtains at the side that were pulled away. I painted the inner part black and painted the outer part gray. As it is, the walls and floor look like they're one big block of wall, so to break it apart, I changed this wall to pink tile walls, but kept the ceiling as it is, placing a few dynasty wood here and there. For the columns, I did some experimenting and eventually ended up with the sequence of stone slab, obsidian crate, stone platform, jungle crate, and another stone platform with stone slab walls alternating behind it. I really like this combination because it almost looks like one of those suits of armor or statues in dungeons. Lastly, to give it that Castlevania feel, some hanging braziers by the side. For For the third build, I'll be using the brand new bamboo bed to make a beach house or a nipa hut, or as we call it in the Philippines, a bahay kubo. All the items I'll be using for this build will be painted brown. 2 beds will be placed here on opposite sides facing away from each other with a 2-block gap in between and pearlwood fences behind it. This will serve as the base. At the center will be bamboo walls with more wood platforms which will serve as the stairs. Nipa huts are made out of nipa leaves and they use it for both walls and roofing. But since we can't have the exact same materials that look like it in Terraria, we'll do a little bit of improvising. For the walls, I use palm wood and place 2 darkness paintings at the sides for windows. At the center, I just paint the wall with shadow paint to make a doorway. For the roofs, I used hollow prism walls and rich mahogany leaves together. Another thing I absolutely love about this update is the fact that plants in the game feel more alive with all these little animations. Leaf blocks now drop some leaves when it's windy. To finish off the build, I put some bamboo fences at the sides. And now you're ready for some fun under the sun. For our final build, I'll be using Blue Dungeon Bed to create an arcade machine stage inspired by Dance Dance Revolution. I started off with green team blocks painted gray and 2 diamond gemspark blocks to mark the center. I used 2 blue dungeon beds facing each other as part of the frame for the monitor alongside a couple of other blocks. For the base, I placed some weighted pressure plates which align with gem sparks and meteorite platforms, which are arranged and colored according to the colors of the rainbow. I also placed 7 lines of wire bulbs around it, and initially my intention was to make each line light up when a specific color was activated by a pressure plate along with the gem spark blocks. But I got a little too ambitious and did something else, and I don't think I'm the best person to ask for wiring advice. I mean, look at this. Just look at it. It's all over the place. But I'll try to explain how I did the wiring for this as best as I can. So let's do this one at a time. What I wanted to do with the lights is for the first 2 wire bulbs to light up when I press red. So we wire it like this. For yellow, I want the last 2 wire bulbs to light it up, so we wire it like this. For orange, we want the center to light up both red and yellow, but only have red on the first and yellow on the last. So we wire red and yellow at the center. For the green, wire it the same way you did red, and for the blue, wire it the same way you did yellow. For cyan and purple, wire it the same way as orange. Now that we've got the wiring settled, I'm just gonna make the base of this stage with some cog, team blocks, Martian plating walls, and dynasty workbenches, and a few Martian lanterns painted with all 7 colors, and we're done. Get ready to groove. I hope you guys found some useful ideas from this video. I might do a couple more with different types of furniture. Let me know down in the comments below which furniture you want me to work with next. Before this video ends, I would like to thank my lovely patrons, Patrick Crowhurst, Sean Gizianowski, and Kyle. I am absolutely grateful for your continued support. You guys are amazing. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like. Comment what you think, share to your friends, and subscribe for more cheesy content. That's it for now. I'm just gonna go do my thing and you guys do your thing, and I'll see you guys later. Take it easy, stay cheesy.